Hello, everyone, and welcome to Code Red by Women for Women. The topic of women's menstrual flow and the challenges experienced is still somewhat a taboo topic. Furthermore, the issue of safe menstrual products is not discussed often as it should be. My name is Sophia Allen Hendricks, and I'm your host for Code Red. Code Red by Women for Women is here to help shed light on the subject of women's menstrual flow. Each session, we talk with women on the front line of this mission and those they have helped along the way. This session on Code Red, my guests are Daniela Gordon and Amy Sisk. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
Thank you for
you.
having me.
having me.
Thank you so much for joining me. How are you ladies doing? Are you guys staying safe?
For the
Absolutely.
most part, yes.
Good, good, good. Glad to hear. Trying times, but we're managing and getting through. So thank you for taking a little bit of your time for us to have the conversation. I'll start by asking you ladies to tell me and those watching a little bit about yourselves. And Daniela, I'll start with you.
Well, hello everyone. I was told about these products by actually my godmother, Miss Ruby LeCount. Back in December, she introduced me into the products, and that's pretty much how I found out about the products.
Good, 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 good. And outside of being a customer and user of the products, anything you'd like to share with those watching about yourself?
About me personally,
Yeah.
okay. Well, as far as my menstrual flow is concerned, um, of course, I started my cycle earlier on, 9 years old. I was an early starter.
Wow.
I pretty much always had issues as a young adult with heavy, like extreme heavy flow. Sometimes using two pads and tampon, like it was very heavy. And
Wow.
they did tell me that I had some fibroids, so they kind of said that okay, maybe that it was the heavy flow was due to the fibroids. Um, so that's what the doctors told me. But I've come to learn different by using these products that that's not absolute true.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing that. Amy, what about yourself? Tell us a little bit about you and sort of how did you become aware of the Jewel product?
Well, I first started off with being a customer for Cherish before I became Jewel. Jessica was the one that introduced me to him. Um, I first started my period when I was 9 years old, going
Wow.
on 10 years old.
Wow.
Um, for me, it was pretty heavy, but it lasted 2 weeks straight. Uh,
Wow.
Yeah.
being just heavy, heavy. And my mom didn't know why, so she had the doctors figure out what was going on, and they had me on medicine to be able to control it. Because I was starting to get to where I was anemic
Oh, wow.
from all that blood loss.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 That must be tough, I'm sure. And 9 years old is, is I'm sure that's a hard experience for you to go through at 9 years old.
Yeah.
Moreover, to have such difficulty and to be on medication at such a very early age. Now, I know you mentioned Cherish, and we're talking about the Jewel product. How long have you been using the Jewel product, Amy? So, how long have you been using this particular one?
Jewel, I've been using it, I want to say, for almost a year now, or
Okay.
close to a year. It definitely has been a lifesaver for sure.
Okay, okay. And what makes you say that? What makes you say it's been a lifesaver for you?
When I started, before I even began using it, I was still having almost a 2 week period,
Hmm.
even at, being in my 20s. And it was pretty heavy, and I was going from not being able to go out and not feel like I have to wear double protection, both
Wow.
tampon and a pad.
Yeah.
And before Jewel, once I started Jewel, it I could notice a big difference that first day.
So you're
I mean,
actually noticing a difference with your flow itself, not just the pad.
correct. The
Okay.
flow and the pad.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yes.
And has that been your experience, Daniela? How long have you been using Jewel, and have you had a similar experience or different?
Yes, absolutely. Very similar to what she just expressed. I started using the product in December of 2019, so last year. I've been using it. And like she said, it's been a dramatic change for me not having to use two pads and a tampon versus me actually can use just one pad at a time. And
Mhm.
it has lightened my period, where my period usually would last like 6 days. Now it's lasting 4 days. I've even noticed my cramps. Like I'm seeing
Yeah.
like, wow, after all these years, I feel like I've been suffering, and I might have been suffering for no reason, like due to some pads. And it's just it's just changed a lot about my menstrual cycle. I've noticed every month it's gotten lighter. I've been able to not have to use pills every month, because that's something I definitely don't want to do for the rest of my life. Or with using my like Motrins every month, I don't want to have to do that. So I am grateful to have ran into these products and to learn about these products.
And would you say, I know we talk about a lot about, for you, Amy, 2 weeks that you're on your period, and you've had that experience up until in your 20s. And similarly for you, Danielle, going to from a 6 day to a 4 day, for example. Would
Hmm.
you say that this product for you, and based on your experience, feels like it's changing the quality of your lives?
Mhm.
Yes. For me, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Good, good.
It definitely
Is
has.
it allowing you to do more, get out and participate in life in the way you want to participate in your lives?
Yes,
It
absolutely.
has.
Even with
Mhm.
sports and activities like that, a lot of times ladies feel self conscious with working out and stuff. I feel so much more comfortable working out with my cycle, knowing that it's not going to cause an issue with running on my clothing and things like that. So yeah, it has changed a lot.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And for folks listening, a lot of times when you hear testimonials about products, you think that, well, it's one person's experience, or you think it's hype, for
Yeah.
want of a better word. What would you say to people watching, based on your own experiences? Is it hype, or do you feel it's more of, sort of something that they should be thinking differently about? What would you say to somebody watching and thinking this is all hype and sounding way too good to be true?
I first thought it was too good to be true myself. Um, but after using them, I mean, within the first day, if not the second day of using Jewel, you have that change, because I was going from not being able to move with all the cramps. I mean, I couldn't sit up. I was constantly
Wow.
laying down. And my husband can let y'all know. I mean, he said I was a big, big grouch.
Yeah.
But and having Jewel, it has definitely been a 180 for me on being able to go on with my day and not have to be in such horrible pain because of it.
Understood. What about you, Daniela?
The same here. It's just been really a blessing to know that I'm able to even sleep at night and not messing up my sheets. It's just simple things
Hmm.
like that that's been, I've been able to notice. Like I'm able to sleep through the night without worrying about me bleeding through. So yeah, it's had a very good effect on me. Definitely.
Got it. Got it. Now, we talked about, it's been a year since, for you, you've been using it. For Amy, there's a different time period that you've been using it. But when you think about your experience, since starting to use the Jewel product, have you had a reason or made the decision to use another product since you started Jewel? Has there been a situation where you've had to go back to a product, or you've consistently used the same product throughout once you started?
Um, there has been. I figured I'd try to see, what the difference was between going back to
Mm-hmm.
just buying over the counter
Yep.
and between having that diaper feel that you get from Always or any of the other brands out there. This with Jewel, you don't have that, and you actually feel like you can walk and not feel like you're waddling,
Okay.
Yeah.
and you don't feel like you're sweating up a storm kind of deal.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. So would you go back to any of these other products, or would you say you are going to be a Jewel customer going forward?
I'm definitely a Jewel customer. I mean, I have two daughters of my own, and I keep uh, between work and at home, I keep them stocked. And I
Yep.
share them
Got
with
it.
friends and,
Hmm.
just spreading the word out there on
Got
the
it.
difference that it has done for me.
Excellent. Thank you. Daniela, have you had a chance or decided or for some reason had to try
Yeah.
another store brand again?
I have actually. And it's funny she mentioned her daughters because my daughter just started her cycle
Wow. Ooh.
and she's 10 years old. So I wanted it was like perfect timing. Like it gave me a chance to give her a clean start. Like I didn't have to
Hmm.
introduce her to no store bought, the Stay Free and Always. I didn't have to introduce her. Like this is what she knows. And I've expressed to her the importance of understanding clean products. And I think that's what Jewel has given us the opportunity to experience is using clean products. So I do, yeah, I definitely I have considered it, but I just know what I've already experienced by using them versus now. So I'm definitely a customer for
Wonderful,
life, customer.
wonderful, wonderful. And lastly, I'll ask you, ladies. I know you've touched on it, and I'd like our listeners to sort of hear it again. Is what from your own experience firsthand with this product? Again, you're not medical professionals. You're not giving medical opinion, just your firsthand opinion. What do you feel? Having touched, felt, and used this product, what do you feel makes it so different than some of the other products that's out there that you've tried and gone back to and come back to Jewel? What do you feel is what makes it so different and that you are having this experience? Danielle, I'll start with you.
Uh, for me, I've noticed just even the way it feels. It's like literally just cotton. It's just very like she was saying, like not having to walk and feel like a large bulge down there is the product is very comfortable. I say
Hmm.
breathable product, and so that's what just made all the difference. And on top of that, to know that I don't have to worry about me messing up my clothes or my bed. And on top of that, it's actually helping me with my cramps. I'm just like, well, dang, what have these people been putting into our pads all of these years that's causing whatever the issues that I've experienced, Amy? It has to be a correlation between the two. Like, it's no coincidence.
Gotcha.
So,
Right.
yeah.
How
Right.
about you, Amy?
Um, it definitely the feel of it for sure. But I mean, even if you just start off trying it, if a friend just says, "Hey, come try Joel," I mean, even if it's
Yeah.
just for one menstrual cycle, you definitely feel the difference. But also, it does change your menstrual cycle. With me, it was starting off with 2 weeks, and now it's down to 3 days.
Oh, wow. That's a
Yeah.
significant difference.
It's
Yeah.
Significant.
yeah.
So it sounds like the proof is in the trying, is
Yes, it
what I'm
is.
hearing you ladies say.
Wow.
Yes.
So definitely appreciate you stopping by, appreciate you being part of this conversation and sharing your experiences and sharing the word so that others who might be experiencing similar challenges and might be looking to try another product or see if there's a better period experience they can have, that you'll help them to do that. So, ladies, I thank you so very much.
Thank you
My
for having
my
us.
Absolutely, thank you. My guest today was Daniela Gordon and Amy Sisk, and all of you for joining us through Facebook Live. Thank you for being with us on Code Red by Women for Women. I'm your host, Sophia Allen Hendricks. You can learn more about the Justice for My Jewel campaign at jfmj.org. You can also connect with the person who invited you to the live or who shared this link with you, and they can share more information about the product. If you find us on your own on Facebook, feel free to message me and we'll be happy to share more information with you. Thank you so very much for joining me today, ladies, and have a great rest of your afternoon. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.